Netanyahu convened the cabinet together with the Ministry of Defense, the IDF Chief of Staff and the head of Mossad to report that Israel has now achieved all objectives of Operation Rising Lion and far beyond. In the meeting, Netanyahu said that Israel has eliminated a dual, immediate, existential threat, both in the nuclear field as well as in the realm of ballistic missiles. Additionally, the IDF has achieved full aerial superiority over the skies of Tehran, dealt a severe blow to Iran's military leadership and destroyed dozens of key government targets as well. Now, Israeli Prime Minister also thanked President Trump and United States for their support in removing Iranian nuclear threat. In the light of the achievement of operations objectives and in full coordination with President Trump, Israel has now agreed to the proposal for a bilateral ceasefire. So hours after that ceasefire was declared by President Donald Trump, later agreed to by Iranian leadership, now Benjamin Netanyahu says that they have achieved aerial superiority and Operation Rising Lion has now achieved its motive. They are ready for a ceasefire. Israel also made it clear that it will respond with full force to any violation of the ceasefire, thereby warning Iran of potential fatalities and potential attacks if Iran continues to fire missiles. The latest that we are getting as far as that ceasefire is concerned, it does appear for now that Iran has also confirmed, as well as Israel confirmed, that they are hoping to adhere to that ceasefire. Joining me on the show to discuss what's in future for Middle East is Major General Rajan Kochar. He's a expert on strategy and defense. Major General, it is, I believe, a day many people have been waiting for the last 12 days now. It's a day that we didn't think will come this fast, this soon, especially after major escalations in Qatar yesterday. But it does look like both Iran and Israel are happy to now agree to a bilateral ceasefire.
Thank you, Shweta. I think it's a very good news which came for this ceasefire in the morning. And you see, important was that we were trying to analyze how long this war can go on, both from Iran as well as Israel. Because when you fight a no-contact war based totally on military equipment, no human interface as such in terms of troops deployment, movement of tank columns, movement of infantry. So we didn't see that kind of a classical war, and that is why wars of these kind cannot last long. And both the countries, I think, realized that whatever was to gain has been gained, and now it will be a war of narratives, a war of the minds, because both the countries will try to project to the world that they have won the war. And in what manner I'm trying to say, Netanyahu has already started this mind games, and he has already built up a narrative saying that whatever he had to achieve has been achieved. But do we exactly know what has been the damage assessment in Iran as far as the nuclear capability of Iran is concerned? Are we convinced in our minds that Iran will not go for the nuclear program now? The United States wanted a regime change, and it is on record. President Trump's statement, other leaders' statement from the United States, they wanted a regime change. Has it happened? So when your war objectives have not been achieved, I don't think any country can claim a victory. But certainly...
But, you know, as you pointed out, it's not really about who gains more grounds. It's modern warfare. It's about who projects themselves to be the winners. And in this case, Israel clearly suggesting that we have risen by the way of Operation Lion, and we have not just aerial superiority, we've been able to successfully as well eliminate the nuclear programs, mainly Fordo, Nance, and really attack Iranian nuclear bases to the point that they may not be able to easily come back together.
Akshata, you're right. I can't qualify this statement to suggest that Iran nuclear program has been finished. I can only say that it has been derailed and set back by a couple of years. Now, what happens in this couple of years would be very interesting to see how Russia, China, and North Korea are now going to build up this loss of Iran in terms of nuclear capability, because be rest assured, if you read between the lines and if you read the leadership of Iran, they are not going to give up this nuclear program so easily.
Right.
And to suggest that you have finished the nuclear ambition of Iran, I think that'll be understatement, because I still maintain that given 5 to 7 years, and if there is no further conflict with Iran, I'm quite convinced that Iran will be able to build up its own. And yesterday I just heard one news, I don't know how far it is true, that Iran has withdrawn from the IAEA.
Okay.
Now, if that is a fact, then that is a great setback to the United States ambition to ensure that Iran does not go for the nuclear program, because the moment you are out of the ambit of the IAEA, who's going to monitor what Iran is doing as far as the nuclear bomb is concerned? So I think that is an area of concern for me. These war damages, you see what happens in war, you may devastate missile launchers, you may cause damage to military equipment, to the airports, etc. These all can be recuperated, recreated, because it's a matter of time. And I think Iran is a rich nation. In spite of the sanctions on Iran, Iran is still able to export oil. And China, almost 90% of the Iran oil is being bought by China.
Right.
And China has huge economic interest in Iran. China has invested a lot of money in Iran. So I think these efforts, I know it has been a very concerted war for 12 days. You have continuously bombarded a country, but at the same time, I think Israel also has suffered